Hey, Jared Wilson here. I make $1 million a year in real estate, and I want to teach you how to do the same. So I just was lifting at the gym and got a text. My sales guy sold one of our deals and got the deposit. So it's kind of cool, like I remember when I was just starting out, if I didn't sell, if I didn't pick up that phone, if I didn't push, nothing happened. So it's just fun to see things, evolve and grow. And so let me share the deal with you. Basically, getting a 91.5% return on investment, which sounds amazing, and I guess it is. It's little small bits of money though. So this is a Lonnie deal. I read this book and did these deals so long ago. Probably started I don't know, I've been doing this for 17 years, but maybe 15 years ago I did my first Lonnie deal. He popularized a book called Deals on Wheels. It's no longer in print. I think you can buy it, but they go for $150, $200. I would never sell my copy. I mean, I got to meet the guy. I have a picture somewhere. He's just a legend. But anyway, so he popularized buying mobile homes, not the land, in mobile home parks, and then reselling the mobiles on payments. That's it. So what we did, we bought a mobile home. It was a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, or 3-bedroom, 2 bath, something like that, but very small. Like the bedrooms, I asked my sales guy, I'm like, hey man, are you sure this is a 3-bedroom? Because it says it's 950 total square feet. So they're just micro bedrooms. But anyway, so we sold that mess. We bought it for cheap and sold it for cheap. So we bought it for $4,500. It needed a ton of cleanup. We don't fix these, we just clean. There's crap everywhere. I mean, the way people move, I just don't get it. They leave so much stuff, and then the yard was horrid. It had this this falling down shed that we made go away. So we put $1,000 into cleanup, and then I think at this point we've ended up having to make one payment on lot rent. So the original plan was we were going to sell it for $35,000, and that probably would have flowed in the market. But then the mobile home manager just started going crazy and pushing us you gotta sign a lease. And lady, we asked you ahead of time before we bought this thing, and you said this is chill. Just find a buyer, and as long as they qualify, you're good. So this is the second or third mobile home park manager that's gone nuts on us. So truly, this is the end of the line. This is the last Lonnie deal I will ever do. Perhaps I'll make another video as to why, but the short answer is, even though these are great return on investments, they soak up the time and energy of the team much more than doing a house deal where you make 60 or 100 grand. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm making 100% ROI on $3,000. Yeah, that's cool, but it's not moving the needle as far as equity growth. And it just soaks up so much time and frustration. I mean, the lady just goes nuts on us and is like, when are you going to sign this lease? And they're like, lady, we're not signing your lease. And you shouldn't sign these leases, because think of it from the mobile home park standpoint. If they got you on that lease and you're promised, I'm going to make these payments regardless, why would they let you, top tier credit, fabulous tenant that doesn't even occupy the place so you don't cause any trouble? Why would they let you off the hook in favor of some deadbeat? They're not deadbeats, but you know what I'm saying? Lesser quality on paper, possible tenant. So I'm like, if I get on there, they ain't never going to qualify any of our future buyers. So yeah, so we never would sign leases. But anyway, so I just told the guys, I said, hey, dump this house. I want out of this line of business. So we did. We sold it for 20 grand. Got the numbers here. We sold it for $21,000, and we got $3,000 down. And so we financed 18 grand at 14.99%. Remember, this is personal property, so it's kind of the Wild West, except for consumer laws, which is in Texas a max of 18%. So really, I mean, we sold it for cheap in order to get a little bit better interest rate, which, it doesn't matter that much because it's only 60 months of amortization. So their payment is $428.12 for 60 months plus a $35 a month loan servicing fee. I have a department that services all our own loans. And so is that really a cost? I don't know. It's certainly revenue. So we'll count that in there. So that's $463.12 a month that the buyer is going to pay. And that's a 91.5% return on investment. Forgive me, I didn't share the whole bit. So bought it for $4,500, put $1,000 in plus $500. That's $6,000. So if you put that whole thing in a mortgage calculator, $6,000 in present value, put 60 months for the number of periods and a payment of $463.12, then solve for your interest rate, which is your return on investment, and that's how you end up with that 91.5%. I particularly like the HP 10B2, HP 10B, and it's like II, like Roman numeral. It's just, I used to, when I started, like, I didn't have a smartphone, which makes me sound really old. But, yeah, so I actually carried around a financial calculator in a briefcase, much like this one. This is just a messenger briefcase. I mean, that's, iteration 4 or 5, who knows. But I literally would have an actual mortgage calculator. Now it's just an app on your phone, right? So get it in any of the stores. I like the one from In a Day Development, and you can find out what is your return on investment and stuff like that. That being said, it doesn't move our goals. So our goals is equity growth, like cash flowing equity growth. And so, turning $6,000 into 20, making 14,000 in equity growth, it doesn't move the needle inconsistent with my goals right now. Now, when I was starting, man, let me get 10 of those, and suddenly I've got $4,600 a month, right? And that's how I got started. That was amazing at the time, and I used that cash flow to move up into bigger and greater equity deals. But it's just fun. Wanted to talk about the last of the line, the end of a legacy. So hit me up. Let me know what you think. Did you get the same math? Put in the comments if you got stuck on the mortgage calculator. And, let me know. Have you done any Lonnie deals yourself? Have you even heard of this? If you're just starting out, these are phenomenal ways to take. I mean, you could put that on a credit card, right? Do a cash advance, buy that thing. You could have used the down payment. If you notice, I didn't take the down payment out in calculation of my return on investment. If I'd have done that, it probably would have doubled, because it would have been, $3,000 left in the deal. But in all reality, I had marketing in there. I got to pay my sales guy. So that down payment's gone. It's into the beast of the business. So I don't even count it. I just, what I bought for and what my payment is receiving is how I calculate all my return on investment. But, you guys, when you're just starting and it's just you, that $3,000, that's living money, baby. So anyway, talk to you later.